Most people believe oranges are the go-to fruit for strong bones. But here's the surprising truth. Several other fruits quietly deliver far more calcium than oranges ever could. And while that might sound harmless, relying only on citrus can actually leave older adults low in this vital mineral, especially when digestion and absorption naturally slow after age 50. According to the Mayo Clinic, calcium absorption drops significantly with age, even when you eat the right foods. In today's video, you'll discover 5 overlooked fruits that can strengthen your bones, muscles, and joints without any supplements or dairy. Comment yes if you'd love more videos like this on natural vitality after 50. 5 black currants, the hidden calcium gem. Most people think of black currants as just a flavor for jam or syrup, something sweet and nostalgic from childhood. But behind that dark purple color lies one of nature's richest, most overlooked sources of plant-based calcium. In fact, ounce for ounce, black currants quietly deliver more usable calcium than oranges, and they come with a bonus that makes a big difference for older adults. They help your body absorb what you eat. As we grow older, our bones don't lose strength overnight. The process is slow and silent. Little by little, calcium seeps out faster than it's replaced. You might not feel it until a bone scan shows thinning density, or a small stumble suddenly leads to a painful bruise or crack. And while many people try to eat healthy by choosing vitamin C-rich fruits like oranges, they may not realize those fruits don't provide much calcium at all. Here's why that matters. Calcium is essential for strong bones, but it's also vital for steady muscles, heart rhythm, and nerve signals. Yet after age 50, the stomach produces less acid and the pancreas releases fewer digestive enzymes. That means even when you eat calcium-rich foods, your body can't break them down as efficiently. To make things harder, certain common medications like acid reducers, water pills, or corticosteroids can further block calcium absorption. This is where black currants shine. They're not only packed with calcium, they're also rich in flavonoids and anthocyanins, dark pigments that help your cells use minerals more effectively. According to research cited by Harvard Health, berries high in anthocyanins can help protect bone cells from oxidative damage and support calcium retention. So instead of just feeding your bones, black currants actually help them stay stronger for longer. Take Margaret, a 67-year-old from Yorkshire. After learning that her bone density had dipped slightly below normal, she decided to make small changes instead of drastic ones. Every morning, she added a handful of black currants to her oatmeal. Nothing fancy, just a simple habit. Within 6 months, she noticed her nails stopped splitting, her legs didn't cramp as much at night, and she felt more balanced walking up the stairs. Her doctor told her she was doing the right thing by focusing on natural, whole foods instead of quick supplements. If you want to try this yourself, it's easy. Add a quarter cup of fresh or frozen black currants to yogurt, porridge, or a smoothie. They blend beautifully with banana or apple. If you can't find the fruit, look for unsweetened black currant juice. Just make sure it's 100% pure, not mixed with sugar or grape syrup. And if you take blood thinners, check with your healthcare provider first. Since black currants can slightly affect circulation, the best part, you don't have to eat large amounts. Even a few spoonfuls a day deliver calcium, vitamin C, and antioxidant support in one-go nutrients that work together to protect your bones, boost collagen for your joints, and even support your immune system. Here's the gentle truth. Sometimes the most powerful solutions aren't new or exotic. They're quietly sitting in nature, waiting to be rediscovered. Black currants may look small, but they carry the strength your bones crave: rich, tart, and full of vitality. So next time you think of oranges for calcium, remember this tiny berry that does far more than refresh your taste buds. It nourishes you right down to the bone. 4 figs, the gentle powerhouse for calcium and balance. For thousands of years, figs have been called the fruit of longevity, but few people realize they're also one of nature's most balanced sources of calcium, magnesium, and potassium. the very trio your body needs to keep bones firm and muscles steady after 50. Most adults associate figs with digestion or sweetness, not bone health. Yet a single serving of dried figs, about 4 pieces, delivers more calcium than an entire glass of orange juice. And the minerals inside work together in harmony. Magnesium helps the calcium absorb, while potassium prevents your body from losing it through urine. That teamwork is crucial, especially for older adults who often take medications that flush minerals too quickly. Here's why that matters so deeply. As we age, our bones act like living savings accounts. Every day, we make small withdrawals through stress, inactivity, or simply time. If we don't deposit enough calcium and supporting minerals, the balance starts to fade. Over time, that can mean slower healing, stiffer joints, and even muscle weakness that makes falls more dangerous. But figs do something unique. They provide calcium that's naturally buffered by fiber and plant enzymes, making it easier on digestion and absorption. For seniors who struggle with dairy or calcium supplements that cause stomach upset, this is a gentle, nourishing alternative. According to research referenced by the Cleveland Clinic, plant-based calcium combined with fiber may help older adults maintain steady mineral levels without the bloating or constipation that sometimes come from pills. Let's make this more real. Meet Richard, age 72, from Melbourne. He loved cheese and milk his whole life but started feeling bloated after meals. His doctor suggested reducing dairy and trying more plant-based sources of calcium. Skeptical but curious, he began snacking on a few dried figs each afternoon instead of cookies. Within a few months, his digestion felt lighter. He had fewer nighttime cramps, and he noticed his posture, especially in the mornings, felt more stable. His bone scan later showed improvement within the normal range for his age. If you'd like to add figs to your daily routine, here's how to do it safely and easily. Start with 2 to 4 dried figs per day, ideally soaked overnight in warm water. This makes them softer, easier to digest, and enhances nutrient release. You can also slice fresh figs over oatmeal or toast, or mix them with walnuts for a satisfying snack. And because they're naturally sweet, they make a wonderful dessert replacement without refined sugar. One quick note: if you have diabetes or need to watch your blood sugar, portion control matters. Figs are nutrient-dense, but also naturally high in natural fruit sugar. Think of them as a daily tonic, not a candy bowl. Here's the deeper beauty of this fruit. Figs don't just feed your bones, they feed your peace of mind. Their combination of calcium, magnesium, and potassium helps calm the nervous system, reduce nighttime restlessness, and support muscle relaxation. Many older adults even find they sleep better after including them in evening meals. So the next time you're looking for a natural way to strengthen your bones, think beyond dairy. Reach for the soft sweetness of figs, nature's quiet reminder that strength doesn't have to come from harsh supplements. Sometimes it comes from something as humble as a small fruit that's been sustaining human health for thousands of years. Because in every bite of a fig, your bones, your muscles, and your heart find a simple message: balance, nourishment, and calm. 3. Kiwi, the bright green bone booster. When most people think of kiwi, they picture a tangy, refreshing fruit that wakes up the taste buds. But what many don't realize is that this little green powerhouse quietly supports stronger bones, smoother digestion, and better calcium absorption. 3 things that matter deeply once you cross age 50. You see, calcium doesn't work alone. It needs partners, and one of the most important is vitamin C. That's where kiwi shines. Just one medium kiwi contains more vitamin C than an orange, yet it's gentler on digestion and packed with fiber and antioxidants that help your body actually use the minerals you eat. Here's the hidden connection most people miss. Vitamin C doesn't just support immunity. It helps build collagen, the flexible protein that holds your bones, joints, and skin together. Without enough collagen, even well-mineralized bones can become brittle. That's why older adults who get both calcium and vitamin C often have better joint mobility and fewer minor aches. But there's another reason kiwi deserves your attention. As we age, stomach acid becomes weaker, making it harder to absorb calcium from food or supplements. Kiwi contains natural enzymes like actinidin, which gently support digestion and help your system break down nutrients more efficiently. That means more of the calcium you eat actually reaches your bones instead of just passing through. According to the Mayo Clinic, fruits high in vitamin C and antioxidants may help reduce age-related bone loss by lowering inflammation in bone tissue. Kiwi fits this perfectly. High in antioxidants, low in sugar, and full of plant compounds that protect bone cells from stress. Let's bring this to life with a real example. Linda, age 68. From Portland, had been struggling with low energy and mild bone thinning. Her doctor recommended adding more vitamin C foods, but she didn't tolerate citrus well. It upset her stomach. A friend suggested kiwi. She started eating one kiwi in the morning and one in the evening, paired with a handful of almonds. Within a few months, she noticed not only smoother digestion, but also steadier energy and fewer muscle cramps. Her follow-up scan later showed improvement, and she felt more confident walking her neighborhood trail again. It's simple, but powerful. Kiwi helps in 3 ways. It strengthens collagen for bone structure, enhances calcium absorption, and keeps digestion running smoothly. And for many seniors, that's a trio that makes daily life feel easier. Here's how you can enjoy it. Eat 1 to 2 ripe kiwis daily. With the skin on if possible, it's loaded with fiber and extra calcium. You can slice it into yogurt, add it to a salad, or blend it into a smoothie with spinach and a splash of almond milk if you prefer it sweeter. Mix it with strawberries or banana. And there's another quiet benefit. Kiwi is rich in serotonin, a natural compound that may support relaxation and better sleep, something that becomes more precious with age. A fruit that strengthens bones and helps you rest more deeply. That's a gift nature doesn't hand out often. So when you think of bone health, don't just picture milk or oranges. Picture that vibrant green fruit, small, fuzzy, full of life that helps your body absorb what truly matters. Because strength isn't just about what you eat, it's about how your body uses it. Here's the bottom line. Kiwi isn't just a snack. It's a signal to your body that says, I'm giving you what you need to stay flexible, balanced, and strong. And sometimes that small daily habit is what makes all the difference between aging and truly thriving. 2. Prickly pear. The desert's hidden calcium treasure. If you've ever seen those bright, spiky cactus fruits in a market and wondered what they were, you're looking at one of the most calcium-rich plants on the planet. It's called prickly pear, or nopal fruit. And for generations, people in desert regions have relied on it to keep their bones, joints, and hearts strong. It may look intimidating from the outside, but inside, prickly pear is full of calcium, magnesium, and natural electrolytes that the body can easily absorb. And unlike many calcium-rich foods that can cause constipation or bloating, prickly pear comes with a high dose of soluble fiber which helps your digestion and blood sugar at the same time. Here's why that matters so much for seniors. After 60, the body doesn't just absorb less calcium, it also tends to lose more of it through urine, especially if you take certain blood pressure or diuretic medications. Over time, that loss can make bones thinner and muscles weaker, but the unique fiber and mineral balance in prickly pear helps slow that calcium loss, keeping more of it available for your bones and nerves. According to a review mentioned by the National Institutes of Health, NIH, cactus fruits like prickly pear are rich in compounds called betalains and polyphenols, which may help reduce oxidative stress in bone tissue. That means less inflammation, better bone strength, and smoother muscle recovery after activity, even light exercise like walking or gardening. Now, let's bring this desert miracle to life. Evelyn, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Tucson, had always struggled with dairy. Milk and cheese upset her stomach, yet she worried about her calcium levels. When her neighbor introduced her to prickly pear juice freshly blended from local cactus fruit, she was skeptical. But she decided to give it a try. Each morning, she mixed a small glass with water and a squeeze of lemon. After just a few weeks, she noticed her digestion was smoother, her energy steadier, and her nails stopped breaking as easily. By her next doctor visit, her calcium levels were right where they needed to be naturally. If you'd like to try it yourself, prickly pear is more accessible than you think. You can find it fresh in many supermarkets, especially in Latin American or Mediterranean sections. Look for fruits that are deep red or orange in color. That's where the antioxidants are strongest. Peel them carefully to remove the spines, or buy them pre-cleaned and frozen. You can blend them into smoothies, mix them into yogurt, or even slice them like melon. For those who prefer simplicity, there's also pure prickly pear juice available in bottles. Just make sure it's unsweetened and 100% fruit. A small glass a few times a week can gently support calcium balance, hydration, and digestion. Here's the deeper truth. Nature often hides its most powerful gifts in the harshest places. The prickly pear grows in the desert, surviving blazing sun and dry winds, yet it stores minerals and water so effectively that it becomes a reservoir of life. When we eat it, we borrow a little of that resilience for ourselves. So if your bones, joints, or muscles have been feeling weaker with age, think of this cactus fruit as a reminder. Strength can bloom even in the driest soil. You just have to know where to look. The desert may seem barren, but in the heart of a prickly pear, there's a lesson for all of us. True vitality doesn't fade with time. It adapts, protects, and endures. 1. Apricots, the golden fruit of strength and renewal. When you picture a fruit that strengthens your bones, apricots probably aren't the first thing that comes to mind. But these golden orange gems quietly hold one of the most powerful combinations of minerals for healthy aging: calcium, potassium, magnesium, and boron, all working together to protect your bones, muscles, and heart. Here's what makes apricots so special. Unlike most fruits, apricots contain a rare trace mineral called boron, which scientists at the USDA Human Nutrition Center found can help the body hold onto calcium and magnesium more effectively. That means the calcium you get from food, whether from black currants, figs, or your daily vegetables, actually stays in your bones longer instead of slipping away. And while fresh apricots are wonderful, dried apricots are where the real concentration of minerals happens. Just 4 or 5 pieces contain more calcium than an orange and about as much potassium as a banana. A remarkable combination for anyone over 60. Potassium helps balance sodium, preventing fluid retention and supporting healthy blood pressure, while magnesium helps calm muscles and nerves. Together, these nutrients form what many nutritionists call the bone protection triangle. But there's another layer to the story. After age 50, many people unknowingly eat less fiber, less fruit, and fewer minerals overall, sometimes because digestion slows or appetite fades. This quiet decline can lead to fatigue, weaker nails, and reduced balance over time. Apricots, especially when eaten regularly, help bridge that gap. Their gentle sweetness encourages daily enjoyment, and their natural fiber supports digestion, helping your body absorb minerals more efficiently. Let's meet someone who discovered this firsthand. Robert, age 70, from Vancouver, had been told he was borderline osteopenic. Early signs of bone thinning. He didn't want to rely solely on supplements, so he looked for small changes in his diet. A friend from his community center suggested he add dried apricots to his morning oatmeal. He started with just 3 pieces each day. 6 months later, his follow-up test showed stability, no further bone loss. But more than the numbers, Robert said something that captures the heart of this story. "I just feel steadier not only in my bones, but in my whole life." That's the quiet power of this golden fruit. It nourishes not just your body, but your sense of balance and confidence, the feeling that you can still move freely, carry groceries, climb steps, or dance without fear. Here's how to enjoy apricots safely and effectively. Choose unsulfured dried apricots, the darker brown kind, not the bright orange ones since they're free of added preservatives. Soak them in warm water for 15 minutes before eating to make them softer and gentler on digestion. Pair them with nuts like almonds or walnuts for extra magnesium and healthy fats. Or enjoy fresh apricots in summer sliced over yogurt, blended into smoothies, or eaten plain. Here's the deeper truth. Apricots might not shout for attention, but they whisper strength. Their color reflects the sunrise, a symbol of renewal, resilience, and quiet optimism. Every bite gives your body what it truly craves with age: steady energy, softer joints, calmer sleep, and the peace of knowing you're caring for yourself naturally. So yes, forget oranges, because sometimes the fruit that looks simple is the one that truly sustains you. Apricots are nature's gentle reminder that vitality doesn't fade with time, it ripens. So now you know 5 simple fruits that quietly give your body more calcium than oranges ever could. Each one carries its own gift. Black currants help your body absorb calcium better. Figs keep digestion gentle while feeding your bones. Kiwi brings collagen and flexibility back to your joints. Prickly pear protects your strength even as the years go by. And apricots, they remind you that renewal is always possible. No matter your age, you don't need fancy supplements or miracle cures. Sometimes the answers are already waiting in your kitchen, small, colorful, and alive with energy. If this video inspired you, give it a like, share it with a friend, and hit subscribe so you never miss a tip that helps you stay strong and active. And comment yes below if you want more natural vitality videos like this. This video is for educational purposes only. Always consult your healthcare provider if you have any health concerns. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep shining, because your best years can still be ahead.